Hi everyone, it's me wearing this beautiful skirt and blouse. You're seeing me princess dark blouse with build up collar and a sweetheart neckline design. But in this tutorial, I would like to take you through the process of making how to draft, cut and sew a puffy pedal sleeve design. We're going to overlap it. You can see how beautiful it is on me. I want to take you through the process. Let's go. Welcome back to Making Handmade YouTube channel. Here is the pattern for this tutorial. I've folded it into two like so. Okay, you can see that. And here is the folded side of it. We're going to draw out a starting line. Then after that, we'll mark the length of our sleeve. Mine is 13 inches. I'll go ahead and mark the length of the sleeve. I'm going to use marker to highlight it so you can be able to see that clearly. When I'm done with that, I also highlight the upper line. And here is the blouse we're going to work on now. Okay, I'm going to mark 4 inches for my puffy sleeve. If you're in a small size, you can go up to 3 inches or 2.5. Next, I'm marking 1.5 inches here to avoid pointy edge. At the point where I came down for the puffy sleeve, I have to mark another 4 inches here. It's where we're going to take my round armhole measurement. Mine is 22 divided by 2 will give you 11. I'm adding 0.5 inches for the seam allowance here. The next one, we're going to take our round sleeve measurement where my sleeve stop. You can see how I'm demonstrating that. I'm trying to take it, I want to give it kind of loose. So you don't need to give it in a tight form, don't need to measure it in a tight form, just have to make it loose. My own is about 16 inches. I'm going to divide it by 2. 16 inches divided by 2 will give me 8. Then I'm going to mark my 8 plus 0.5 inches seam allowance. I'm going to use my curved ruler now to connect the whole line, but first the upper side for the puffy sleeve. I'll have to connect it there and stop. I'm using free hands now to complete the connection. I'm going to stop at my armhole length now. Later I'll use my marker to highlight it very well. Okay. Then the next one we're going to do now is to use a straight ruler to connect it. The next one I'm doing here now, I am connecting this with the marker so you can be able to see that well. You can see now, these are the 3 measurements we need. You have to extend this line like so. Then after that, go ahead and cut it out. Open it. I'm going to extend the line to the other side as well. The next one is to mark the center line. This center line will depend on how you're going to overlap it. Okay, if you want it to be deeper, you can go above 9, but mine, I want it to be 9 inches to overlap it. Okay, 9 inches. The next one we're going to do now, at this point I have to go in by the other side and mark 5.5 inches. I have to mark 4.5 inches inward. Then when I'm done with that, I use my flexible ruler and connect it like so. You can use free hands if you want. Then the next one I'm going to do, if you want your underarm or to be like the picture you're seeing on the screen, you don't need to curve this, okay? But for me, I want to make it curve, kind of give it a curve shape there. I always like to add a little design. This is how my own is going to be. This is optional, okay? You go ahead and cut it out. If you like leave it plain, it's okay, but that is optional. The next one I'm going to do now is go ahead and cut it out. Two pieces of it. I'm going to notch it now, the center part, before transferring that to my fashion fabric. I've folded it like so, the right side facing the right side. I'll go ahead and use my pin to hold it very well before cutting it out. When I'm done with that, I have to notch the center part, cutting the lining as well, the two pieces of it, and transfer the notches there. I've gone ahead and notched the lining. You can see where my arrow is pointing. This is how you're going to place it like so, overlap it, making sure that both notches are together. Here I've fused my lining with paper interface. At this point, I'm not gonna fuse my fashion fabric. The next, you can see where I notched my lining part. You're going to overlap it together to form the shape like so. Matching the two notches together, you can see where my two arrows are pointing. I want you to bring it like so, the right side facing the right side like so, and stitch this part, marking 0.5 inches for the seam allowance, and go ahead and stitch that. I've done that and I've pressed my seam open. I also do the same thing to the fashion fabric and press the seam open. The next one we're going to do now is to face these two, the right side facing the right side, the lining and the fashion fabric. When we are done with that, this part you're seeing me pointing is the down part. You're going to stitch it all the way like this and turn it inside out and press it very well like this. You can see the opening part. Now we are going to stitch the opening side now, okay? So we can go ahead and overlap the sleeve. I've done stitching that. The next process is to overlap it. You can see the notch part. You're going to match it with this other notch part. Watch as I'm doing that. You're going to match it together like so. As you do that, you can see the sleeve is forming the shape. Go ahead and use a pin to hold it, after which you will go and stitch it like so. You can see that after stitching that, you can go ahead and pleat it. I've done pleating the both sleeve. You can see the structure we have given there. Very neat finishing. And this is how you're going to stitch it on your blouse, making sure that the armhole length are equal, both sleeve and your blouse, before stitching that. And we have come to the end of this tutorial, and now thank you so much for your time. See you next time on my next video. I'm still making handmade. Bye bye for now.